Alright, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. When we last left off, we were getting ready to... I don't remember what we were getting ready to do. Oh, it was going over to the next day. We're having lectures today. Should be fun. Today their goal is to lecture us on how things should have went and what they could have done better for yesterday's field or military exercises, live fire exercises. And we get to see the railway guns, which are totally awesome, super powerful giant guns that can destroy the entirety of Crossbell pretty dang quickly. At last, after what seemed like enough adventure to fill a week, we reached the final day of our field study. Over in Crossbell State, they were busy preparing for today's keynote session at the trade conference. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical fitness program alongside some of the soldiers. And after completing it, no easy task I might add, we sat down to a lukewarm redux of yesterday's lunch. That afternoon, during our special military science lecture, we were presented with a confidential report on the terrorists. Why are they giving students confidential information anyway, is the question. The Imperial Liberation Front is in Crossbell? That's right, or at least that's what the Intelligence Division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organization from Calvard Republic has turned up in Crossbell, too. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. Oh no! What are the authorities doing? Everything they can, naturally. However, operations are being handled solely by the Intelligence Division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything, just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. But who does the Intelligence Division trust? You've got to know something about this, right, Short Stack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. I guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you they're a really strong bunch, though. That's still pretty vague. I've got a few ideas. Anyway, there's not much point in us worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour, the Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship at least. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume we're in for the manufacturer then? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents is currently unknown. But it seems to be a high-speed model, different from the heavily armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I bet it's the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models within that series, though. But if they have an airship, that means they're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch, doesn't it? That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially since Prince Oliver is attending the conference. And Tawa's in Crossville now too. Yeah. Damn, now you've got me worrying. Oh, take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Gramps and Lecter are over there. Well, that aside, if the terrorist attention is currently focused on Crossville, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Prince Alphen during the summer festival last month. It's possible it's just a feint. Maybe they just want us to believe they're targeting the Chancellor. The RMP thought so too, which is why they've increased security level here at home. The Emperor and everyone else connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They've also beefed up security anywhere that seems short-handed. As well prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally uncovered some information on the terrorist identities, correct? That's right, though once again we have the Intelligence Division to thank for that. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. It's not like we didn't see who they were. I know that face. G. Or Gideon. That's the man who captured Princess Alphen and Elise. Not to mention he tried to start a war with Calvard in the Nord Highlands. So, who is he? His full name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Kandar. That man a teacher? So, an academic. Right, his focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh. So, getting laid off set him on the road to terrorism? Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go was because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kind of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. In seating a group with their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. You can't even reason with them either. Yeah, they just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other groups I know. So, do we know anything about the others? Crossed paths with what I can only assume were 3 other key members last month in Heimdall. Yes, S, B, and C. It seems likely they haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. Their strongest lead right now is B, may have belonged to a Jaeger Corps. Interesting. He was toting around this machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Did he seem at all familiar to you, Fee? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's too early to make any informed statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. Ah, the one in the visored helmet. I heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Laura, and Fee simultaneously. I almost find that hard to believe. I don't. Imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could fend 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I bet Goodmere, Instructor Sarah, and Major Nightheart could do it too. I can't say for certain. Ah, look, Mr. Modesty over here. The Major here is widely held as one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. I've heard people mention him right alongside Major Vander. Laying it on a little thick today, aren't we? Going by the family name, it seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vander style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Vander from Xander's Gate. While I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during military academy years and quite close to Prince Oliver. In fact, he's in Crossville right now, serving as the Prince's bodyguard. Whoa. Well, that's reassuring to know. But getting back to the point, it's not just C who still know very little about their group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery, so even if they're a no-show in Crossville, I doubt we'd have heard the last of them. Gosh. And call it a coincidence or fate, but you put the kibosh on their schemes twice now. It's entirely possible they'd come to hold a personal grudge against you, so be careful. Right? Yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. Eventually, the afternoon series of special lectures came to an end, and it was finally time to get a peek at the Guerrilla Fortress's infamous railway guns. 1530. Just a second. Something I forgot to do. Does very little good to be in channels to promote your channel if you don't actually send the promotion out. Now does it? You'll now be shown to the area where the railway guns are housed, all of which you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel? Yes, instructor. I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. Guys, it's just the railway guns. I've seen them before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Or in this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Jeez, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Excuse me. This is Nightheart speaking. Yes, hello, Commander Mulder. Wait, Mulder wants to speak to me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? Is he getting a call from someone outside the port? Just on his Arcus. Sure looks that way. Understood. We'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care out there. Did something happen in Crossbell? I'm afraid so. A short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference is taking place came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Chancellor Osborne and the others are unarmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger is truly past. They really did attack the conference. How foolish. But that's not all, is it? Something else strange happened. What was it? The terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partitioned the building. Furthermore, they had with them, let's say, a force of mechanical monsters. I don't like the sound of that. You fought something like that in Legrem, right? Yeah, we ran into one on the highway there. And they broke into the orbital net? Major, how much of Guerrilla Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. What was that? A tremor? It came from right below us. Below? The hangar. What the hell? The tanks! Ugh! What happened here? They just started moving. No one's inside. They just started moving on their own. Did the C unit start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's a C unit? It's an automatic control unit we put on vehicles that are going to serve as targets in military exercises. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? This is really bad. I'm to assess the situation. I need you here to help fight the fires and assist Rangers maintenance task. Yes, sir! Please be careful out there. I like how they're bringing a whole class with them. It's not students, get to someplace safe. It's, yeah, come outside and play with the tanks. Oh, there's some dead people. Crazy. Hold on, man. Our automatic control system's really capable of that level of advancement? No, they're definitely not. We're gonna technology capable of anything near this advanced. But if you were able to apply the tech used in archaisms, it suddenly becomes a whole lot more possible. Instructor, are you saying the society might be involved in this? I'd say it's looking more likely by the minute. What are they? Isn't the proving grounds we visited yesterday out that way? Or just what are they planning? What in Adios' name is going on here? Why are unmanned tanks roving around blasting the hell out of this base on their own? Well, it seems that last night headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks with C units. Preposterous, I've gave no such order. But never mind that. Right now we need to focus on extinguishing the fires and quelling the confusion. And send a request for assistance to the 4th Army Division. What should we do? I can't see us being able to catch up to them without a horse at very least. But what's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? Whatever it is, they definitely have some kind of game plan. You can't just stand aside and do nothing. Leave this to us. Is that Dad? I love how he stands on the outside of the tank. Why are you even stopping to talk? Go get those tanks! What's wrong with you? General, HQ's appraised me of the situation. Leave the rogue tanks to us. You can't rule out the possibility that they're a diversion. I want you all to stay here. Understood, sir. Thank you, General. Be careful, Dad. You too, Elliot. 4th Armored Division, advance. Take those out-of-control tanks by any means necessary. Our opponents are unmanned. There's no need to hold back. Yes, General! Not that you would hold back anyway. Oh, look! All the data's used up on the company phone. Wow, your dad's really something else, Elliot. I admit, he is pretty cool when he takes charge like that. Well, it seems we no longer need to worry about those tanks at least. What are they after? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? We can't let our guard down just yet. Might I suggest we fall back to the fortress, Major? Approved move. After we assess the level of damage inside. Hey, aren't those... What in the... Hey look, 2 high-speed airships. Imperial Liberation Front? Whoa, there's 2 of them. There's no way we could have known they had another force line in wait. Ah, the hangar.
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
They're just terrorists! Wipe them out! Right back at you!
Well, you guys didn't last very long, did you? Hey, archaisms.
Alright! Let's get this party started. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes. Yeah!
Yeah. Must be, Jaegers.
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in cluster.
Well, that is the main attraction. They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they? mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yes, ma'am!
So you guys are gonna blow up Crossbell? Holy shit! They're going for both the left and right wings. Shit! It's the railway guns they're after. No. Are they gonna fire them at the trade conference where the Chancellor is? If a shot from one of the railway guns hits that building, it'll blow the place to smithereens. So that's what they're after. This situation has escalated far beyond the scope of your field study. I want you all to stand by here. No way. We can't just stand idly by while these insurgents run amok. If you won't take us with you, we'll take the action ourselves. Look, time's a luxury we don't have. I think it's best to have them help us. Listen up, we're going back into the fortress. Group A and B, you're with me. Let's do this. September calendar, 1204. 8:31. Eastern edge of the Erebonian Empire. Aurelia Fortress, military training ground.
No use! You can't even scratch them! What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
Here he comes to save the day. Blood everywhere.
This is awful. What happened here?
Oh, terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along, which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
Oh, this does look kind of bad.
Understatement of the year.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Yes, all these advanced military soldiers could do it, so let the students go.
Green's right.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try. We're about to let those terrorists have their way.
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears. All right. Reen, you and the rest of Group A are with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun at the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir.
We've been in several of those already.
All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Understood!
Should let me pick my own team. Ooh, first. Okay, so let's see here. mean, I'm like completely okay with this team, so this will work just fine. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do this. We'll be okay with that. I don't think I have any other new equipment or anything, so we'll just keep things as they are.
Okay.
And actually, Sarah, I'm pretty sure can stun people a lot easier than anyone else. So we'll save. No, I'm wrong. It's not
Yeah.
Sarah. It's a different
Right.
character.
Go!
We'll meet that character later.
Here they come.
Shoot, no problem. This will be easy peasy.
They look just like that thing we fought during our field study.
Mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it!
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn.
Now!
Got it! My turn!
Pretty easy. Yeah, this
Second form! Damn! Go!
And one for me!
My turn.
split that in half. Close.
Okay! Here! The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone!
I did it!
I've only just...
Just getting started.
Alright, not bad.
No doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside Legram.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw, too.
Seems so. They definitely look more like orbally powered archaisms than monsters.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory breed, and a real pain to deal with, too. We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
Let's see, treasure over there, treasure over there. I don't know that there's any need to go to these side rooms. May as well. Hey, monster.
Leave it to me!
You mentioned the wrong team!
Special effect.
My turn.
Here we go!
If you'd be so kind.
Yeah!
Actually, you need to regain your CP.
My turn.
Hey! Spot.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Alright, so ranging CP, so we're going to go ahead and switch his other master towards the force.
Yay! Treasure!
Mine 3. I'll never use it, but it's there. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go down and get that other treasure. Can I? I can't get it this side, can I? Nope. There's anything in this room.
It's my turn, of course.
I've got this!
Okay, just boxes. Okay, so nothing great. I'm not gonna. Well,
What the?
Looks like they were packing explosive charges. We'll need to find another route.
alright. Another room. Pick this up. Alright. This one go around. Very newly wood, so it's no big deal.
We have nothing to fear.
Leave it to me.
Go!
If you'd be so kind as to murder the
Second
village,
form! Damn!
it would be a lot of CP for you.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I don't think those guys do any status attacks that I have to worry about anymore. So, we'll keep force on it. There's a bad guy over here.
Here they come. Stay focused, class.
Okay. Now! It's my turn. Here.
Of course. Ha!
Go!
Hey, you hit both. Not with that, you can't. Or with that. Or with that. Nope, you can't hit both of them, so just hit one.
Too slow!
My turn.
Oh no, you don't!
Okay. Here. The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone. I'm awesome.
Yeah, because Sarah is able to go ahead and defend her freaking purple lightning monster from hell, but yeah, she needs your protection.
It seems this is a storage area.
Plenty of Archaisms wandering around here, too.
Good. Not bad. Here. Those are really good.
We have nothing to fear.
Leave it to me.
Maybe hurt
Go.
him a little bit. And you should
Second
be able
form.
to kill
Damn.
the outliners. And kill all three.
We'll cut our own path.
That probably killed your CP bar a little bit. Treasure over there that we need to get.
We'll have to fight our way through. Leave it to me.
Go! Second form. Gale! That's the
With
power of
him
the 8 leaves.
automatically refilling, there's no good reason not to. Because he refills full again. We will go that other way, but first we need this treasure.
Is that a treasure chest?
Three. No point. It increases the, or it decreases your delay until you use your next attack. Which would be nice for Ring if he wasn't already using all his slots for damage. The other part, going here, hit up a monster, collect the treasure. A lot of
Bring it
good
on.
treasures in this place.
Leave it to me.
Good, I mean good boxes, not necessarily
Go! Second form. Gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
I'm gonna have to not matter
Yay,
murder
treasure!
everyone for a minute. Flare bomb. Let's see what flare bomb does. Flare bomb. Let's sell that much. Oh, this is great explosion. Not bad. Not what I want. Not bad. Over here in this room, I can get in.
We finally got around to the other side.
The path to the right leads deeper into the forge. Let's keep moving.
Next battle or two, I'm not going to kill everyone because I need to start building everyone else's up as well. Everyone else's CP. This is like a big fight.
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn.
Yeah, shouldn't be no problem.
My turn.
Do it. It's my turn.
Ready for a rush.
Yeah. This is it.
An opening! Right! Huh?
A matter of course.
Alright, you leveled up. Nice. I'll be able to get over there eventually.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Vanish. It's vanished. Vanish. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. A lot of these that I'm not gonna use, I might sell eventually. I don't get over there. I'm gonna have to go over there eventually. So that is possible side. Okay. So yeah. I'll be over there eventually. Ooh.
Oh, an Orban charging station! That door near it looks like it leads outside.
You know, anytime they give you a recharging station, you know it's going to be a fight.
Probably an external corridor. Everyone, follow me.
Actually, you should all know what's going to happen here because you watched it in the very beginning of the game.
Where are we?
This must be Borrelia Canyon. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
There!
As you remember from the beginning of the game, we did stop.
Those are...
And Crossbow gets completely destroyed.
The railway guns.
They're enormous.
They sure are.
Damn! How did they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
Instructor!
That
Are these control unit archaisms?
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Ugh, we don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
oh, no
Right
worries,
there with
we
you.
will.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap.
Let's.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
Leave it to me.
Alright, now they are weak against thunder. A better one.
My turn!
Not a bad attack.
Go! Let's go, everyone!
You got understood. Here.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Now.
An opening.
Gonna have to do better than that.
My turn!
If he has anything that's really gonna let him hit everybody. Oh well, we'll just attack. 11.
My turn.
That didn't work so well. Let your attack. There you
Of course.
go. Alex, I'll take it. Yeah, hit them both. Why not? He's definitely not the powerhouse.
Okay.
The magic. Yeah, so that's not gonna help me. Let's see. I don't know if that'll help me either. Those may as well.
My turn!
Ooh, she's quick. Slash that guy with you. Why is he attack so? Oh, his strength is down. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Go!
Using Argus because
Arcus, activate!
My turn.
strength isn't strong enough to do anything.
Marcus, activate.
Leave it to me.
My turn!
Alright, please say we try this again. Much better.
Yeah.
turn.
You have my thanks.
Thanks.
My turn.
Alright.
Okay. Gleaming blade. Go. Okay.
Go! There!
Of course. Shatter. Off guard.
My turn!
Leave it to me. Lights out for them. Good work.
Great!
I've only.
Just getting started.
Pretty good rinse route.
A self-destruct mechanism. Does their cowardice know no bounds?
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to.
Railway guns.
No, no, no!
Don't!
And everyone in Crossbell dies. Congratulations, you're responsible for the death of everyone in Crossbell.
What? They didn't launch anything.
Oh, maybe the first bullet in each of the railway guns is a blank to prevent firing accidents.
What?
They do that?
Sure seems that way. And now that they fired once, it's gonna take some time before they're ready to fire again.
Then if we can reach them before that...
Yeah. There's no way we're going to let them get off a second shot.
Psych. I lied to you. Get over here. Now we have to hurry. If we don't hurry up, then everything dies. Hold on just a second. Then everyone dies and gets annoyed, and, you know, then what are you gonna do? Lord, stop it. I've got a stupid pop-up that's driving me.
Yeah, of course.
Go! We have nothing to fear.
So if you don't hurry up and get it done, then everyone dies.
Go!
Okay.
My turn. Evil will fall before my blade.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. 3 treasures over here. But we have to hurry because there's a lot that are actually,
Oh, a treasure
it'd be
chest.
cool if there was a timer, but there's not.
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn!
Yeah, but it's your turn. And you're going to kill...
Second floor!
That's
Damn!
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Go!
Okay. The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone. I'm awesome.
Alright, we got... What's that? Let's see. It does 50 defense, 50 ADF, 5 speed, 6 cool. Good shot. Shadow. I have that equipped to somebody. That's good. Cool item, not the coolest item, but cool enough. You're in front of this little robot.
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn!
Isn't gonna be much of a fight.
My turn.
Yeah. Here. The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone.
Alright. Another treasure up here. Lord knows we love treasures.
Is that a treasure chest?
Orange cake. Orange cake too. Orange cake. 15 strength prevents pain. Okay, we're gonna take those off. We're gonna give them orange cake. Now, Ring doesn't have to have any status ailment boosting items anymore because you're using the Wing Master Cords, which prevents status ailments. So useful, it's ridiculous.
Bring it on! Go!
Right. No, I don't want to do it.
Leave it to me.
Because I'm still trying to build up CP for the rest of
Yeah.
the crew. So,
Yeah.
My turn.
Here we go!
Okay. Okay. Burning daylight.
alright. Like a bunch of treasures. The storage floor. If this is the right way or if the other way is the right way. No, all this place has is that one chest. So we are going completely out of the way in the wrong direction to pick up a treasure chest.
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
We have nothing to fear.
Holy cow.
Go!
That's a bit of a scary one. Let's see. Maybe we can kill it once with this. Ah, there we go.
Flames, gather on my blade!
Would cover half of the CP.
My turn.
Oh, he has wing equipped. I forgot. Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I remembered that. Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Gleaming blades. Go.
Right.
Favor.
Now.
My turn.
Try and show more to that guy. And then
Here we go.
after that. I forgot I didn't
That's the
have
power of the 8 games.
force
Feel like I'm going stronger.
That should
about
suffice.
that.
Just getting started.
Lord, I'm awful. And we got Hellfire. Which is an amazingly powerful. I don't know what Hellfire is. Hellfire. Flame Tongue, Volcanic Rain, and Flare Bomb, all in one. Doesn't do him any good, but she could use it. Yeah, we don't care about gravity. Recovery, we have Hellfire. So 3 of the most powerful fire attack spells. I'll take it every day of the week. Alright, we got 2 more treasures there and 1 way over there. Let's put him with the right initiative.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Just to recover all of
My
the
turn.
CP ring, that'd be great.
Okay. Here.
My turn. Huh?
Kill that one. Wow, that was
Go.
close. Kill them all.
Second form. Gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Not bad.
See, built up everyone's CP a little bit that way. Later on, I'm going to be abusing some items pretty heavily to use a lot of
We have nothing to fear.
My turn.
Leave it to me. Yeah. Here.
Of course. Huh?
Evil will fall before my blade.
These little bad guys. It's fun. And there's nothing. Figures. Put this treasure chest with the flame game. PP charge. And bomb. Monster over here. Probably starts.
We have the advantage. Okay.
Here we go.
As long as we have the advantage.
Okay.
Right. Hey. My turn.
So I'll use this as a chance to recover CP.
Go! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
That is the power of the 8 leaves. And nothing to show for it. I fought that guy for nothing.
Bring it on!
My turn.
I just beat up
Here
2
we
of
go.
your friends. You really think you can, or a ton of your friends.
Yeah.
You really
Here.
think you stand a chance?
My turn.
Oh God. I'll help.
Seriously?
Okay.
Sucks to be you.
Okay. Burning daylight.
Yeah, fun and daylight. I like Sarah. Another monster chest? 3 monster
Here they come.
chests.
Be careful,
That
everyone.
is pretty
Here we go.
cool. 0 arts. You say we murder these.
Ha!
My turn.
It's my turn.
If you'll finish that, then
Here.
great. It's just
The
Max
battle's
that
over.
does it.
But stay alert, everyone.
I did it!
What are you worried about? Alright, another monster chest. And just to be sure he does have force equipped, because he does. So when I use his S
We'll have to find our way through.
Go!
this time. There we go.
Flames, gather on my blade!
All of his CP, but he'll also recover.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
It's my turn.
These 3 will attack here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was
Right.
near as strong as I wanted it to be.
Hey.
There we go.
form! Gale! Go!
And one for me! Not half bad.
And we get Domination. Is this the one I've been waiting for? It might be. Wait for one specific one. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's see, this is 10 strength. Yeah, that's actually a good one to replace. Domination. Okay. Green just went from powerful to stupid. Like, seriously stupid. I've been waiting half the game to get that. So now he doesn't kill half the things in one hit. He kills just about everything. The only downside is he cannot use his first.
This is the freight platform. We finally made it to the other side.
We've got to be close. Just need to head up that staircase over there.
Yep, we will. Come on.
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
3. That's right. The world's coming to an end, but I'm more worried about treasure chests.
You met with the wrong teacher!
Go!
So, since I'm not too terribly worried about... let's see,
There!
Leave it to me.
that he just did 4k damage in one attack. And it wasn't even a
Battle's over,
particularly
but stay
strong
alert,
attack.
everyone. Making progress. I'm awesome.
That should suffice.
Just getting started.
That, Ornament, Emma, Arts. Everyone else is full, so he's the only one that's kind of low. He's a little bit low on EP too, so we'll go ahead and cover his EP. I almost never use items, but there we go.
Sarah here. Yeah, we're almost to the railway gun. Yeah, may Adios be with us both.
Is Group B almost there?
This is it, so get ready!
Understood.
And I didn't need to recover because there was a recovery thing here. And I should have known that, but oh well. Shall we go take out the enemies? That's the question. The answer is yes.
There's one of them.
So, here we go.
So these are the railway guns.
It's gigantic.
And they intend to turn this on a city full of hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
Who the hell are you? You're those kids from the military academy. Stay away from the railway gun.
Guys, you're just like a warm-up.
Enough from you!
We need to take them down as quickly as...
Enemy sighted! Take him out! Go!
Alright.
Leave it to me! Yeah!
You'd be so kind as to kill that guy.
Gleaming blades. Go!
Oh, you're close.
This is it.
An opening! Right! Huh?
Go!
Alright, Green, you'll be so kind as to... Seriously?
Second form! Gale!
That wasn't serious. Alright.
Okay.
Shatter! Off guard! Fall!
No.
Okay. Hear me.
You have my things.
Leave it to me.
Here we go! Go!
And one for me.
No.
Leave it to me.
Go! Now's our chance!
And one for me.
It's my turn.
Right!
My turn. Okay, burning daylight.
Crazy fight.
This isn't the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really strong, just really obstinate. What would push them to go this far?
We can discuss that later.
Right. We need to stop the railway gun first.
Get back.
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning. I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped-up stories.
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step. Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
V certainly is. As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbell a short while ago.
What?
He did?
I just received a call about it a few minutes ago. Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode, too.
I was wondering what that sound was. It was loading another round!
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your battling. It's got, 10 minutes or so to go.
Conniving witch. You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through. Your choice.
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with.
She's no worse than me.
And she's hiding something.
Right again.
Damn! Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really taken a liking to them.
Scarlet.
Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late to send the Chancellor to join him on his way to Gehenna!
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got!
Let's rock!
Okay, I really didn't want
Thank
to
you
go
for
first.
satisfying me, little cookies.
God, I didn't want to go first. And he is a critical. Alright, what the hell? Kill her.
Flames, gavel on my blade!
This should be more than normal hit rate.
My turn.
9,000! Holy shit! Wow! That's a hell of a hit!
Do it! Ready for a beatdown?
Got it!
Understood!
Aren't you feisty? We'll see how long that lasts.
Okay.
Yeah, we will see how long that lasts. I don't think it'll help, but
Dance, flames!
I haven't seen this Neato.
Right.
Alright, let's see what it does, because I don't have a clue.
Great talent!
Oh, I do remember this. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this. I hope we don't miss Plasma Storm now.
Lord Avarian!
I don't think she's strong enough to kill the
Rest in peace.
Not bad. $4 grand. I'm taking. Plasma Storm.
Let's see you live through this! Plasma Storm!
Dang, she ain't no slouch either. I really just want you to hit just one of them. Can't cancel out of it though.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Blade Dance!
Go!
Kill him.
Leave it to me.
Seriously?
Lights
Still
out
can't
for
believe
them.
you did 29,000 in one attack. That is crazy.
I've only just begun. No!
Systems deactivated. Oh, thank goodness.
You got me. Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or from Sylphid. The rest of you weren't half bad either.
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once.
You are one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
And we've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here. Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point. Oh well, no matter. Everything played out just like C said it would, both here and in Crossbell.
What are you talking about?
Comrade S. What? How can they still move?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S! Regroup with Comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all!
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
What? No!
She wouldn't.
Damn.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. Allow me to extend my congratulations. Fending off our two-pronged attack here and Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The Hammer of Judgment shall fall again. My way.
How can this be? So this is the Imperial Liberation Front, where even
more reason than I'd hoped.
Military don't have airships here?
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? What's he hiding? Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
What the hell? Is this poison?
What?
This is bad. Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them. I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison. Emma, if you got any herbs you think might help, give me a hand here.
Of course!
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness.
No!
Why would they go this far? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
Well, they're terrorists, Elliot. That's what they do.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public. In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
Seriously?
Drinks are on me someday. Good showing, everyone.
Really? Just a B? What the hell did I miss? Source 7 Mysteries, I got that. I don't know. I don't know what I missed. Oh well. I don't know what I missed. Oh well.
Half a month after the incident at Corellia Fortress, a sense of lingering unease still hung over the Empire. The government increased patrols by the Railway Military Police as part of their counter-terrorism measures, while the Noble faction bolstered their provincial armies. There were even rumors that they'd hired several Jaeger Corps. At the center of everything was the Imperial Liberation Front. They had allied with a terrorist group from the Republic of Calvard to attack the trade conference in Crossbell, and as we'd seen firsthand, had attacked Corellia Fortress in an attempt to fire the 2 railway guns stationed there. They'd made it abundantly clear that they were no mere insurgents. These were dangerous people we were dealing with. And following their attempts to target Chancellor Osborne and the Reformist faction, rumors started to spread of a possible connection between the Imperial Liberation Front and the Noble faction itself. Meanwhile, new information was filtering in from Crossbell that surprised us all. During the conference, one of the representatives of Crossbell's state government made the daring declaration that Crossbell would soon declare its independence, breaking free from its neighbors Calvard and Erebonia. To no one's surprise, both the Imperial government and the Noble faction dismissed it as nothing more than delusional raving. But one thing was clear: that declaration only served to increase the tension in Erebonia and across the continent.
Celine, if you don't like it, maybe you shouldn't hang out there.
On a cool, clear autumn day, the Academy's prestigious board of directors gathered for their first meeting of the year.
And that concludes my biannual report.
Good, good. It seems the Academy is running like a well-oiled machine. No administrative issues to speak of. Student performance is sitting comfortably above the national average on exams and on general aptitude tests, too.
The second-year students seem to be having a banner year as well. The Student Council president, in particular, has built up an outstanding array of extracurricular achievements.
Well, she attended last month's trade conference, and from what I hear, she put the professional secretaries to shame. I only wish the conference could have ended on a more positive note.
I'll say, the share prices of my company have been on a real roller coaster ride ever since.
Undoubtedly, what happened at the trade conference has wreaked havoc on the economy as a whole. But moving on. I couldn't help but notice in the recent exam reports that Class 1 and 2's academic performance seems to be slipping. Perhaps the preferential treatment given to the upper class students is hindering their scholastic development?
Well, students belonging to the nobility are allowed to return home during August to learn more about their family's lands. It's a tradition here, but one I can't help but wonder if we've outgrown the need for in this modern age.
If I may, traditions accumulate and hold meaning only so long as they're preserved. Our nation's culture, its arts, its social classes, all are rich with tradition that makes Erebonia what it is, and I believe we have a duty to protect and uphold them. After all, does not this very institution champion the ideals of its founder, Emperor Dreigels?
Indeed it does. Though I've always understood Dreigels' intent to be the founding of an academy for the people. Even 200 years ago, when education was seen as the province of the nobility, male commoners were permitted to enroll. Today, we have plenty of young women attending, and the commoners easily outnumber the nobles on campus. Perhaps it's time we started taking strides to realize Emperor Dreigels' true ideal.
You seem to be laboring under a few misconceptions here. Commoners were permitted to attend, but only as retainers. Retainers served knights, who served lords, who served the emperor. That's the way the Erebonian society functioned. From that vantage, the structure of the academy in its earlier days certainly seems to have embodied that social order. And if that's so, what is there to suggest that it's not the social order itself that has become the aberration?
Well...
For one, if that were the case, it would be far easier for me to see my views put into practice. But I can hardly get a word in edgewise between you two. Well, I'd certainly enjoy a return to the way things were in Dreigels' time, at least in that particular respect.
Our apologies, Your Highness.
Well, our role here is to consider your views and work toward implementing them.
See what I mean? Would you be so kind as to help me out here, Principal?
I'm here to moderate this board. It wouldn't do for me to express my position on the issues at hand. That said, I'm sure your passion for reform will triumph in the end, Your Highness.
I suppose I should have known better than to look to my old teacher for sympathy.
It warms my heart to see such a fine teacher-student relationship.
Now, if I may, I'd like to steer this discussion toward a rather timely topic. We've already touched on the issues regarding the Orbal Net and the Orbal Staves, but I'd like to stress again that the adoption of new security measures for the Orbal Net should be a top priority.
Well, I'm certainly inclined to agree. But we'll have to rely on the Foundation directly, as things are looking a little shaky with the IBC.
You can leave that to me. The other matter I'd like to review is the use of the Orbal Staves and the Arcus units. Or more specifically, we need to talk about how Class 7 should operate from here on out.
And we get to the good part.
Setting aside the fact that my daughter is a member of Class 7, I think we need to reconsider how the class should be run, in light of what happened at Corellia Fortress. While it certainly proved an excellent chance to see what the Arcus units are capable of, I have serious doubts about whether we should carry on with these field studies, given the current political climate.
It would be difficult to do so, I admit. With the terrorists at large and the problems in Crossbell unresolved, These are uncertain times.
What are you guys talking about? If it wasn't for these field studies, the world would be so much worse off.
At the very least, I believe it may be in the class's best interest to cancel this month's field study.
Nope, don't think so.
We can always resume them once the terrorists have been arrested and the situation in Crossbell calms down.
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I'm sure you all recognize the words of Emperor Dreichels. They've become something of a school motto here. It's my belief that Class 7's actions at Corellia Fortress perfectly embody the spirit of that directive. They stood together to stop a tragedy in the making and, in a sense, protected the foundation of our world.
More than once.
No one ordered them to do it. They took action of their own free will, because they knew in their hearts what was right. Some might call it recklessness. Some may think it rash. Some may even venture to call it hubris. However, as chairman of this academy, I'm incredibly proud of what the brave young men and women of Class 7 achieved.
Your Highness.
Troubled times may lay in store for Erebonia, and for the entire continent in the months and years to come. But I believe that makes something like Class 7's field studies all the more significant. The experiences they're having now will help them find the strength and the means to press on through adversity. I can't be the only one who feels this way, can I?
They do seem to be showing remarkable growth. That much is true. Although I have no idea how much my daughter is really capable of, immature as she is.
I could say the same of my hothead of a son.
I do wonder about my brother sometimes. However, it does seem that enrolling at this academy has helped him start breaking out of his shell.
With the Academy Festival coming next month, we hadn't even planned a field study. So the issue at hand is just whether to hold a field study at the end of this month or not. I'd like to ask those in favor of going ahead with this month's field study to please raise their hands.
Well, better not be canceling field studies or we're gonna be pissed.
All right, I'd like to begin by taking everyone's ideas for our class's part in the school festival. The festival will run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th. Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon 2 days before the start of the festival. But there's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
That's all the more reason to figure out what exactly we want to do. Some of our options include displays, events, stage shows, and cafes. Does that sound right, Crow?
Yeah, though no class I know would settle for just some simple display. I mean, come on, no one ever said, boy, we better rush to get in the line for that display.
Well, either way, I'd like to start by soliciting some ideas from all of you. We're just brainstorming right now, so feel free to say whatever comes to mind.
Would it kill you all to give just a teensy bit of cooperation?
I know. It's just...
It's kind of hard to focus right now.
You're one to talk, standing up there with your nervous fidgeting.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
The board of directors is in session as we speak, deciding what'll happen to our class.
And those of us with family members who sit on that board probably have even more cause for concern.
You can say that again. We can't even be sure whether there'll be a field study this month.
That's about the long and short of it. With everything that happened during last month's field study, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they just canceled it.
I can't say I have any particular feelings of attachment to our field studies, but I refuse to accept needless changes to our curriculum, especially with my brother involved in the decision-making process.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Makes sense to me.
We also have to account for the fact that going on our field study means that much less time to prepare for the festival. So as you can see, it presents a bit of a problem.
Man, look at you guys taking this all seriously.
I probably should have asked a little earlier, but what's this festival you guys keep talking about?
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have gone over that for your benefit.
Every year, the students here organize and put on a school-wide festival. There are stage events, food stalls, and all kinds of things to see and do. And it generally falls to each of the first-year classes to provide the main attractions.
Yeah, participating is optional for the second years, since by this point they're usually focusing on their future careers. Oh, and each of the clubs generally get involved too.
Huh, that sounds fun. In that case, we have to do something. We can't just let the other classes roll over us because we're small.
You say that, but I've already had one of the girls from Class 1 bluster up to me declaring that this time victory will be all ours.
What? It must have been Ferris. That sounds exactly like something she'd say.
Well, Class 1 does seem to have had it in for us ever since the midterm results were announced.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not see the House of High Arms claim yet another nominal victory. But we need to account for the fact that our class is markedly smaller than theirs is.
That's certainly true.
It'd help if we at least knew what the other classes are doing.
It kind of seems like everyone's having trouble staying focused.
Come on, everyone, get it together.
Instructor Sarah?
Isn't this a self-study period?
Oh, it was. But I thought you all might like to know that the Board of Directors meeting just adjourned a few minutes ago. So I decided to skip along down here and be the first to break the news.
Then?
What about our next field study? Are we still on?
The Chancellor's not the only one with a little too much iron in his blood, because the board voted unanimously to have you continue your field studies.
All right.
You mean it?
So that's how it is.
You know, even though they're always hard work, I actually feel a little relieved.
Considering all that happened last month, we'll need to be especially careful this time around.
Still, it feels like our field studies are a big part of who we are as a class.
Yeah.
They're kind of a pain, but oh well.
We should be grateful to His Highness and the directors.
That's good news.
Seeing the hard road and the easy road, then picking the hard one anyway. That's youth for you.
It also sounded like His Highness and the directors will be taking off in pretty short order. So I'll let you guys out of study hall early to go see them if you want.
Oh.
If you say so.
I think I'll take you up on that.
All right, free period after school. They could at least stay for a little while and see their families. Jeez. General Vander. Or Major Vander. I don't remember which he is. Nakius, I haven't had the chance to talk with you since the summer festival. It sounds like you were quite the heroes at the Guerrilla Fortress. Come on, don't tease us. I'll be the first to admit that we acted rashly, but in the end, I have no regrets. I'm glad to hear it. It's good to see you again. Likewise. May feels so far behind us now. If you have questions, it's written all over your face. I do. You were in the Grim, weren't you, to meet Duke Cayenne? Correct. I was hoping to have time to greet you and your classmates too, but I imagine you'd rather he not take too close an interest in you. You imagine right. Still, I'm concerned. What is it the House of El Beret is playing at? And not just us. What are the four great houses and the rest of the noble faction trying to accomplish? You asked that like there's a simple answer. The four great houses aren't as united in opinion as you might think. Even within individual families there can be disagreements, you know that. I differ with Father on several issues, but rather than worrying about other positions, I I suggest giving some thought to your own as a member of the family. I'm surprised you actually managed to make it here. I was expecting a business negotiation to crop up just in the nick of time, like it always does. Time is something you make, not something you find. All the more so if you're in a position of responsibility. Lady Alyssa is quite the multitasker herself. You should see her. She has no trouble balancing her time between her studies, training, club activities, and hobbies. Of course she doesn't. I'd be disappointed if she weren't able to manage at least that much. You need to start using your time more creatively, Elisa, instead of simply doing what's required of you. Ugh. I saw the railway guns at Corellia Fortress, you know, and I saw what those tanks are capable of. And I can understand why Grandfather regrets ever making them. Do you honestly feel things like that are necessary? Are you really okay with that? I think the fact that you've seen enough to ask me that now means deep down you've realized that they're both necessities of this era we live in. Well, the opinion of others are only that. Stop relying on them so much. Observe for yourself and draw your own conclusions. That's what someone who is truly independent would do anyway.
Still, I wasn't expecting to find myself indebted to you again so soon. Without your intervention, the Chancellor and I would have met our maker in Crossbow.
Don't mention it.
We're just relieved you're all okay, Your Highness.
Indeed. I'm glad you were able to focus on making a positive contribution at the conference.
I wish I could tell you that's exactly what I did. I could scarcely find a place to chime in once the Chancellor and the Republic's President got going. Though the Mayor of Crossbell managed to dumbfound even them.
I presume you're referring to his proposal for Crossbell's independence.
Hard to believe it could actually happen.
Well, as long as both Erebonia and Calvard refuse to accept it, the likelihood of it actually happening is incredibly low. Still, they're planning to hold a referendum on the issue to see if the population is in favor of it. So there'll be plenty more chances for disputes to break out over the issue.
Well, neither of them want to lose all that sweet tax revenue from Crossbell. Half of it flows into the provinces too, so fat chance the noble faction's gonna take that line down.
Milliam. I swear, this kid has all the delicacy of a rock to the face.
I like that.
So you're Milliam, are you? Your name seems to have come up with increasing frequency lately. I was hoping for a chance to see the famous Eric Getlam in action, though.
Oh, sure thing. Come on, Lamb!
Whoa there. Cool your jets.
I'm not sure this is the best place to call out Eric Getlam. Just a hunch.
Lame.
Objection overruled.
That could have gotten messy.
Honestly, it would save us all a lot of trouble if you could just refrain from saying whatever pops into your mind, too.
Lame.
Oh, who might you be?
Say, are you from the Vander family? The one who serves as the prince's bodyguard?
Oh, did Neidhart mention me? I'm Mueller Vander of the 7th Armored Division. I was with the prince at the conference in Crossbell, so I'm in your debt as well. Glad to be able to thank you personally.
The honor is ours, sir.
It's an honor to meet a member of the esteemed Vander family.
Ah, so you're the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. And you must be a practitioner of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade style. I'm always happy to meet fellow students of the sword. Oh, and you must be the young man from Nord who my uncle wrote a reference for.
Yes, that would be me. I owe a lot to Lieutenant General Vander.
It sounds like he's in your debt as well, with everything that happened in Nord a few months ago. Well, you all seem like dependable young men and women. Perhaps the prince's idea had some merit to it after all.
See? What did I tell you? And it's not just Class 7 either. The whole academy seems so full of life. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to break down social barriers by getting to know all of them in the academy's pool.
If you really want to work up a sweat, I'd be glad to let you run back to Heimdall. If you kept up a good sprint, I'll bet you could even make it in a couple hours.
You'd actually make me do it, too. Cruelty. Thy name is Mueller.
It's like their hearts practically beat in sync.
That's certainly one way to look at it. I wonder how long they've known each other.
It's funny because you can see a lot of that in the Trails of the Sky game. They're both in it.
Well then, I bid you all a fond farewell. I hope we have the chance to meet again soon.
I'm sure we will. Actually, now that I think about it, really soon, I think. Ooh, free day! 3 days had passed since the board of directors handed down their decision. With the assurances that our field studies would continue, we finally turned our attention to the next month's festival. However, losing those couple of days at the end of the month meant we had that much less time to prepare. And no matter how much we brainstormed, we couldn't think of any really compelling ideas our small class could pull off. Eventually... Geez, I can't believe we burned through another week already. But hey, at least it's the perfect weather for a weekend out on town. Hope you all enjoy your free day tomorrow, especially since you've got another practical exam coming up next week. You can't just send us off with a have a good weekend, could you? Just wouldn't be the instructor Sarah if she didn't throw a little dash and torment. And then we have the month's field study coming up at the end of next week, right? Yep, just like we've been planning. We might have made a few changes to the original itinerary, but nothing major. I'll tell you all about it where you're headed after the practical exam. So until then, keep on guessing. Yeah, you don't need to make it into some sort of dramatic revelation. She always does, though. Oh! I can't wait to find out where we're going this time! Oh, and by the way, you guys really need to figure out what you're doing for the festival next month. First years have to participate, so if you can't think of anything, you'll be shown your field study reports instead. What? That certainly wouldn't be my first choice, or even my fifth. Anyway, that's a wrap for a homeroom. If you'll do the honors, Miss Class President? Yes, Instructor. Stand. Bow. Well, I'm sure she was just joking about putting our field study reports on display. I hope. Either way, we need to figure out what we're doing by the start of next week. That sounds wise, especially considering we have our practical exam on Wednesday and our field study next weekend. If that's how things stand, we should make it our goal to at least have some solid ideas by the end of tomorrow. We also need to check out what other classes are planning. If we end up doing something that was already being done, it could seem totally redundant. Yeah, we should split up and start gathering some intel. But remember, we need to find something that'll work with the number of people we've got. Yeah, all the other classes have more than double the manpower we do, easily. And they all seem to have pretty grandiose aspirations at that. Greatness we're reliant on numbers presumes to be full of artwork produced by committee. There must be some course of action that can turn our lesson numbers to our advantage. Yeah, the question is what? If we had an easy answer, we wouldn't be spending all this time worrying over it. I'm getting kind of pumped up. Well, a little inter-class competition never hurt anyone. In fact, it might spice things up a bit. These are summer uniforms. So now everyone is wearing their winter uniforms, unless they are in a costume. I still don't like his. I think his is crappy. You can wear his summer uniform, class uniform, or his casual clothes, which are kind of just black. So we'll keep him in his uniform he's in. Which looks all official, and you know, he is the leader, so he needs to be official. Hey, Colette, how you doing? I'm more interested in the food stalls than anything else that this festival has to offer. It's so much fun to go around trying all the food on offer. My mouth is watering already. Alright, sounds fun. Where is everyone? Anyone doing anything special? Ooh, Alyssa's on the roof. Everyone else is in their clubs, it looks like. I don't know what the heck Fee's doing. Let's go see Fee. Oh, Fee and Guys are talking. Alright. I just came up with a good idea. Oh, let's hear it. A shooting gallery using real bullets. The only problem is that you put a hole in your fries. Oh, that's the only problem? Yeah, that would never fly on Academy grounds. Dang. Come up with good ideas for us to do at the festival is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Honestly, I'm starting to think that some kind of display wouldn't be that bad. At least in principle. It wouldn't, but that's a go-to idea for so many of the cultural-related clubs. That, and I think that beyond the visitors enjoying it, we should do something we enjoy putting together too. True enough. A display-type exhibit would always work in a pinch, but it wouldn't be something we'd get excited about. Agreed. Alright, I'm actually going to stop right here for just a minute and use the restroom. I think I'm going to start doing 3-hour streams now instead of 2. I think that we'll get through more of the game that way in a more productive manner, and I kind of want to get done sooner than later because we have 2 more games to get through. So I'm going to start doing 3-hour streams instead of 2. We're coming right up on the 2-hour mark. We're going to go ahead and go for another hour. But for the moment, I am going to run and use the restroom because I got to go. So I will be right back. Alright, and I am back. I just wanted to say, welcome to the... Well, thanks for staying and hanging out with me, Dorian, Farseeker, and Electrical Longboard, if you're still here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. We're going to go ahead and go for 1 more hour, I think, and, yeah, we'll quit probably around 10 o'clock-ish. So, look for that. That's when we'll be quitting, so... Let's go, shall we? Alright. Took a while, but my arm's finally all healed up. I can finally play the violin again, pain-free. It's been so long that I forgot how relaxed I feel when playing it. Seems like most clubs already have their plans for the festival sorted out. What if we're the only ones who haven't decided on anything yet? We really need to hurry and figure out what we're going to do. I bet the wind orchestra is going to play another musical. As they should. Who else is in here? Anyone interesting? Milliam. What's Milliam doing in the home rack? Oh no, is she cooking? When did you end up joining the cooking club, Milliam? Not that long ago. I figured I'd get to eat all kinds of tasty stuff here. Just remember, it's a cooking club, not the eating club. Don't worry, I'm making stuff too. I made the stove blow up the other day. Oh boy. Milliam, you might want to try being a little more gentle. Putting too much strength into it will ruin the whole thing. I got you. I know what I'm doing. I have a sinking feeling that she doesn't. I'd all but given up on the idea that anyone new would join our club, but then along came Milliam. She's every bit as creative with her cooking as Margarita, too. I really couldn't be happier. Yeah, I don't believe you. Alright, let's see where everyone else is, because we want to go top everyone else, so we will go to the rooftop, because I forgot all about Alyssa. She's not on that side, she's on this side. Seeing Mother at the meeting convinced me more than ever that she'll never change. But I still can't believe she's been on the board of directors this whole time. Well, the revelation did kind of come out of nowhere. Did you manage to talk to her at all? Technically, yes. She has a way of saying all the things I don't want her to say, though. Alyssa, sorry, don't worry about it. No sense dwelling on the past when we've got plans to make for the festival. I don't want her laughing at me for going on about being independent and then not being able to make one simple decision. Yeah, you're right. Except you don't make the decision. Alright, Jim. Well, Academy Field first. Use this. I had planned on questioning my brother about the Noble Faction's intentions while he was here for the board meeting. However, he managed to daftly dodge my queries and avoid anything even remotely resembling an answer. That's definitely something odd going on with them, the Noble Faction, I mean. I've even heard rumors suggesting that they're linked to the terrorists. At any rate, it's our responsibility as nobles to do all we can to understand what's really going on. Our life here at the Academy, particularly our field studies, provides us the perfect opportunity to do so. I agree. Okay, he's not too worried about the whole seeing the world and doing all that. Oh, I forgot to change back to my chat in case anyone talks. There we go. Not that anyone has said anything yet. No, Dorian. I was talking to Dorian earlier. Hey, they're back in the water. What you know? Today I'd like you to try butterfly stroke. Really? Isn't that a little advanced? Don't worry, it takes some getting used to, but I'm sure you'll be able to manage. If you put in the time to practice every day, you'll have it down faster than you think. Alright then. So Laura has nothing interesting to say, so let's go to the engineering building and see Crow. Oh, we're gonna wait on this, because this might be something I don't want to do yet. Student Union and see Matthias. I think he's with the people up top. Is that right? What did you think about the outline I gave you, Dorothy? Well, I like the fact that it's focused on boys' adolescence, but unlike my work, which hinges on indulging a lady's fantasies, yours are much more subtle, artful even. This is perfect. This is exactly the kind of thing I've always wanted to read. Thank goodness. Wow. And it's part of the reading club, or writing club. We're at a disadvantage in both class and size and preparation time. It might be a struggle to put something worthwhile together. Ideally, we could think up an idea that only we could pull off. Festival setup can be tough for the first years, since they have things to do for their clubs and their class. That just makes it feel even better when their hard work pays off as something great. Might be tough, but it's all worth it. Well, that's very nice of you to say. Fishing club's here. Everyone sure is excited for the festival. Apparently gets a lot of visitors from outside the school, too. My class has some big plans for the festival, so maybe I should set up something for the club, too. Do you have anything new that's interesting? No, not really. Kind of wishing I could get up to the next level, but I don't think I can until I hit level 20. Sounds people are talking inside. Okay, next on the agenda is the issue of food and drink stalls. More specifically, how we ensure hygiene and standards across all of them. That's a big one, especially since how many non-academy visitors we'll have. Worse yet, some of the other instructors are saying the stalls should be banned if you can't take care of them. Are they crazy? You couldn't possibly ban food and drink stalls at a festival. That's half the fun right there. In that case, we're gonna need to each and every student to understand their responsibilities in regard to hygiene. We've still got about a month, so if we take the initiative early, what if we discuss this with Instructor Beatrix in the infirmary and work with her? That seems like a good way to do it. Sounds good to me. No objections here. It's settled then. I'm sure we'll work together. Everything will be fine. Okay, let's move on to our next topic. She seems really busy. I was hoping to ask her about what Class 7 could do for the festival, but today definitely does not seem like the right time. Maybe tomorrow. Yes, maybe tomorrow. Especially since you'll be doing some work for her. What are you guys doing? Class 4 plans on putting some kind of cafe for the festival, which I totally in support of until they decided to use Vivi and me as twin waitresses. I think I'm too shy to be a waitress. These second years have done this all before, so we're not required to do anything. Still, it would be a wasted opportunity not to get involved at all. Perhaps I should find a way to lend a hand. Perhaps you should. I wonder what the first years have planned for us this year. This should be fun. Yeah, because it was you last year. Apparently the upper class are doing some really fancy stuff for the Academy Festival. Must be nice to have money to burn on stuff like this, but we're not going to let their budget show us up. Alright. Next stop, the engineering building. Hey, Reen. Speak to the devil. Bro was just talking about you. What's this I hear about you guys struggling with plans for the Academy Festival? It's embarrassing to say it, but it's true. Well, you've had so much on your plate with field studies, who can blame you? You can start thinking of stuff now that all that's out of the way, though. Good point, but it'd be nice if you'd actually lend us a hand or come up with something. And if I did, I'd be denying you youngsters a valuable lesson in independence. How could I live with myself? Sounds like Crow's already made himself at home in Class 7. Sure does. In fact, they're getting along so well, I think he should spend another year with them. Hold on. You're not seriously hoping to get held back a year, are you? What'd I ever do to you? That reminds me, actually, what did you all do for last year's festival? We were in different classes, so we all did different things. My class had a little attraction that used some machines I built myself. You certainly showed off your stuff with that, didn't you? Meanwhile, I had the pleasure of playing the lead man in a play we held in the auditorium. Now that was popular. By which I mean all the girls went absolutely crazy for her and almost tore the auditorium down. Of course, I had to wade through the sea of admirers to get to my top priority, Toa's Class Cat Cafe. Just remembering how impossibly cute she was in her cat outfit sent shivers down my spine. Wait, Toa in a cat outfit? That can't be good. Wow, I didn't know you could weaponize cuteness. But not only did Crow take charge by helping out a bunch of different places, he even organized our performance that closed out the festival. Hold on. What a pain. Stupid pop-ups. Stop it. I need to turn notifications off when I stream, I think. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Might have been almost as popular as the play, though. I don't know. Oh, let's not be humble now. It was far and away the most popular event at the festival. The audience was so excited that Tawa managed to get over her initial nervousness and really get into it. Now I've got to know what this was. Maybe I'll tell about you some other time. Speaking of Tawa, actually, we really can't thank you enough for what you did while the trade conference was going on. I guess it applies to Crow, too. I don't even want to imagine what would have happened to her if you hadn't stopped the railway guns. Okay, turn off the waterworks. No need to thank me for helping a buddy. He's right. Besides, it wasn't like we were the only ones involved either. I'm just glad we're all here safe and sound and can joke about the festival like this. That's all the thanks I need. Even so, thanks, Reen. Good luck on coming up with something. Seconded. If you need us to lend you a hand, just ask. I'll do just that. Alright. Why is our class such a lame duck when it comes to this stuff? Well, that was everyone. We've talked to everyone except for Instructor Sarah, who happens to be in the teacher's lounge. Sorry, Thomas, I haven't eaten anything weird yet. Try and come up with an idea for the festival soonish, okay? I guess it's easier said than done with the board's decision to go forward with your next field study. I know, we're pretty limited on time we can devote to brainstorming. Well, either way, better have a few ideas knocked around sooner instead of waiting till the last minute. The longer you take, the more of the vice principal's angry ranting I'll have to endure. We'll do everything we can. She's more worried about the vice principal yelling at her. Oh, Instructor Nightheart, glad to see you made it back to the academy. Indeed, all matters relating to the attack on Corellia Fortress have been taken care of, so I'm free to return. I apologize that I was unable to teach you for such an extended period of time. Oh, don't worry. Instructor Sarah did a fine job filling in for you. Is that so? I'll be sure to thank her later. Not the type to leave debts unpaid, is he? First board of directors meeting went rather well, though I was surprised to hear that they won't be canceling your field studies. A reckless decision, if you ask me. So what do they plan on doing should any incidents occur off campus? Oh, Rain, come here a sec. You know, you've gotten a real air of confidence since you first showed up here at Soares. Really, I haven't noticed much of a difference. But maybe it's because of all the difficult opponents we've had to face over the course of the year. Yeah, I've heard you've been through a lot on those field studies or whatever. I've got to give this to someone, so I figure it might as well be you. What? I'm in charge of handing out one of the Lionheart medals this year, so yeah. It's a Medal of Valor. Congrats. Wow, thank you so much. It's a real honor to be awarded something like this. Well, keep up the good work, I guess. Pro and Angelica got it last year, and to be honest, I think you're on track to accomplish just as much as they did. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off, but this is going to motivate me to work even harder from now on. Alright, so we got the first of the Academy Awards, the Medal of Valor. Oh, that isn't the first. No, that's the first. Yeah, that's the first. So, this is one of the 4 Lionheart medals. Gives plus 25 strength and 5 speed, which isn't bad, but I'll probably never wear it. Which is another reason why we should talk to all of the instructors and the principal, because you can get awards. I'm rather looking forward to what Class 7 does for the festival. You all come from a wealth of different backgrounds, each with your own unique experiences. In that regard, I'd like to see something that only such a gathering of individuals could do. We really need to pull something great now that we're facing these kind of expectations. Class 7 received high praise during the Board of Directors meeting too. I hope to see something that... Okay, so you're repeating yourself. Go you, I guess. Go talk to this instructor. Rain Schwarzer, it seems as though you've been working very hard on your field studies, and even harder when you help the student council. I can imagine how many people you've helped tackle their problems, all while showing compassion and honor. As an instructor here at Soares, you could not have made me prouder. That's very kind of you, but I'm not sure I've done anything someone else in my shoes wouldn't have. To be honest, I'd say the people I've helped have let me develop as a person, so it's anything but a chore. The more you talk, the more right I know I am. I hereby present you with a Medal of Compassion. Special one this last year, so you know you're in good company. While this is far from a formal award ceremony, I hope you'll accept. Even so, this is quite an honor. Of course I'll accept, thank you very much. Having the ability and will to help others is a precious thing. I hope that you continue to do so as you grow older. Alright, now the Medal of Compassion. 100 EP, 25 APS. I'll take it. I won't use it, but I'll take it. I think Instructor Mary is one of the other instructors that hands it out. Now we have to talk to everyone. Look at that. We're not talking to you. You're just weird. We're also not talking to Ferris and her brother, because they're weird too. What's his name? Vincent, I think. That's why she's sitting there. Alright. Instructor isn't in here. I thought she would. No, she's not. Alright. I thought Instructor Mary was in here. Oh, she's in the cooking class. That's my bad. But she didn't give me anything. She might not be one that gives it. I don't remember. Oh, you know who I missed? It's on the first floor. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Let's just teleport a bit faster. I tried not to talk to him because he can be annoying, but hey, what are you doing? Yes, if possible, I'd like to guide some children from town through the festival. Hi, Rosine, you've certainly jumping into the sister lifestyle with both feet, aren't you? Oh, I see no issue with that, so go round up the kids and bring them along. What a relief. Thank you so much, Instructor. Not at all, not at all. Keep up the good work at the church. It's married for the sisters to escort children without parental supervision around the festival. I'm absolutely sure that you're the perfect sister to do it this year. Alright, so we talked to everyone in the building. I don't know where the other instructors are at the moment. Maybe the library? I don't think so. I know the principal's running around somewhere, but what are you doing? I seem to have developed a reputation as a front for random knowledge thanks to all the reading I do. So my classmates have decided I'm in charge of everything related to our event's setting. The project has something to do with the stars, so maybe I should tie it into mythology somehow? That's a good possibility. Let's go to the courtyard and we'll see the VP. No, VP was somewhere else. Alright, that must be all the medals we get right now. So that is it for this day. We will go ahead and advance the game to the second day, to our free day. Oh, these two are fun. Watch this. Since we have our respective classes to assist, I hope that we do our food stall preparations on our free days. Hi, we'll be meeting here at 5 in the morning. Tentatively, how about we don't? Yes, good comeback, mate. Good to see you're getting used to that. Jeez. That was exciting. Should I go back to the dormitory? Yes, you should.
Insects, huh? Well, it is fall, I guess. Hard to believe I've already been here half a year. The festival used to seem so far off. Now it's just next month. Past 6 months really have flown by.
Huh? Is that you, Reed?
Hey, Toa. Can't miss that little cat-like voice, can you?
Toa? Hey there. Haven't seen you out and about too much lately. I thought you were still stuck in today's student council meeting.
I'm surprised you heard about it. We just finished up a little while ago. So I thought that was a nice point to call it a day.
I see. Did you guys discuss the Academy Festival?
Yep. We've still got a lot we need to nail down before next month to keep the preparations running smoothly. There's enough to discuss that we're actually meeting again tomorrow.
Sounds like work's really keeping you busy then. By the way, have you figured out what you'd like me to help you with tomorrow? I'll even take the tasks now if you have them handy.
Oh, I usually sort those out before I go to bed. I guess I could go over them now, but there's some shopping I really need to do. Sorry. Is it okay if I give them to you tomorrow morning like usual?
That's totally fine.
Rean, there's something I want to tell you. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to say it, but I want you and everyone from Class 7 to know how grateful I am for what you did at Corellia Fortress.
Oh. It's fine, really. We've gotten plenty of rounds of thanks for it already. We just kind of ended up in the wrong place at the right time. And we were lucky the instructors were there, and...
Not really, because, we really didn't need the instructors to take care of that.
That doesn't change the fact that you saved my life. I wasn't on the same floor where the conference was being held, but if a shot from the railway guns had hit Orcus Tower, I doubt I'd be standing here today.
Toa, I'm just glad you're safe.
Thanks. Anyway, I feel like I'm just kind of babbling on and repeating myself now, so I'll stop myself here.
Huh. She's awfully conscientious, isn't she? Oh, you said you were on your way out to do some shopping, right? Is there a lot on your list?
Well, a pretty good amount, I suppose. Oh, and I just remembered I need to pick up that stuff at the bookstore, too. Then after I get everything I need at the general store, I might have to make a trip back here to drop it off.
You could do that. Or I could come along with you and help carry all those bags. So how about it? No strings. I just feel like you could use a hand.
Oh no, there's no way I could drag you along on all my errands. I mean, sure, it'd be a big help, but I just feel so bad asking you to do it.
You didn't ask.
Ugh, that makes it sound like deep down I secretly want you to come, and that's not...
Well, if it eases your conscience, there's actually something I need your advice on. It's about my class and what we can do for the upcoming festival.
Cheater, asking for help, how dare you? Something's broke here. There we go, a little bit better. Break in the camera, it'll bleed into the next dimension. That wasn't there. No, was not there. I just realized my mic was off for the last 15 minutes. I'm not sure if it was off the entire time or just part of it. What I had said is I'm going to go ahead and go play the game for 3 hours from now on. I read a lot of people's texts that I'm hoping everyone can heard. But
that should be
I don't
everything.
know. And if not,
Wow,
then whoops.
is it this late already?
I guess the sun has started setting a little earlier lately. Still, I had no idea you came here often.
Well, Mick is always able to get stuff you can't buy anywhere else. He's my go-to guy when there's something I can't get at the Academy store. Like fireworks to use in school events. I think we even asked him for a penguin costume once, and he actually got it.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a pretty unique shopping list.
Uh-huh. Wait! How did you end up with all those bags? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Here, give me some of those.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. You're carrying plenty as it is.
Sorry, Rain. Well, how about we take a break in the rest area over there? I'll buy you a coffee or something. You wanted to ask me something about the Academy Festival too, right? Ooh, yeah. That does sound like a problem. Well, your class doesn't have enough people to do anything that involves large-scale equipment or decorations. You all could get together and run a little cafe without any problems, if you all wanted to do something like that.
I'd thought about it, yeah. Still, if we're going to do something, I at least want it to be as impressive as what the other classes are doing.
Feeling a little competitive, aren't we, Rean? Well, you have enough people to put on a play or run a game tournament, but other first-year classes have already applied to do both of those.
I see. I don't really want to copy an idea another class is already doing. Actually, didn't you, Crow, Angelica, and George use the stage for your exhibit last year?
You heard about that? How much do you know?
Not too much. All of them seemed to dance around the details. One thing they all agreed on, though, was that it was a real hit.
Me and my big mouth. You really want to know?
If you don't mind telling me anyway. Who knows? It might help me think of something Class 7 could do.
Well, if you insist, I can't turn down a chance to help a sweet, fledgling first year, especially after how much you helped me. I'll reach down to my toes and muster every last bit of courage to tell you.
Thanks. Was it some kind of traumatic experience or something?
Well, in short, we put on a musical performance. A little concert of sorts, you could say.
Yeah, just a little one. Jeez, why do I keep bumping that dang camera? Stop it. Camera. Stop it. I'll have to fix that later.
Wow, really? I wouldn't have expected that from you guys. So you can play an instrument then?
I'm afraid not. That's how I got stuck being the singer. Angie, Crow, and George all played for the show, though.
Wow, that actually sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. If we put on a musical show, I'm sure Elliot would be a big help. So what kind of music was it? Classical? Folk? Show tunes?
Well, it's hard to describe, but it was passionate, really modern.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Well, it's not really a genre that's caught on in the Empire yet. You definitely wouldn't hear it played in Heimdall's Opera House, that's for sure.
Huh?
Alright. Do you have some free time tomorrow evening? If you can't come until after you're done exploring the old schoolhouse, that's okay with me.
Tomorrow evening? Yeah, I should be free. Should I meet you in the student council room?
Oh no. Can you go to the computer room in the main school building?
Sure thing. Does this have something to do with the concert you held last year?
You'll just have to find out tomorrow night. Anyway, sorry to keep asking favors of you, but would you mind coming to the lower class dormitory with me? If we stay out here much longer, we're going to miss dinner at the dorms.
You have a point. But really, I'm fine with all the bags. Just leave the heavy lifting to me.
You're so stubborn.
We will hang out in the dormitory and say hi to people. Ah, I can't believe my mic wasn't running. I know I turned it on when I got back from the restroom. I must have hit it with my knee or something. Which is a shame, but... I'm looking forward to seeing what crazy idea you decide on. I can't help you out too much, though. Having someone as brilliant as me on your side already feels like stacking the deck. Fair enough, we'll figure out something on our own. That aside, it feels like you guys have finally gotten used to having me around. Guess that means I can finally take it easy. I guess so. Machias is still adjusting to your antics, I think. But to me, you've always been a little too lax to fit the image of the model upperclassman. I mean, now that you've got the red jacket and everything, I might even forget you were even a second year. Ouch, man, that one might hit a little too close to home. I'm just messing with you. How helping my club prepare for the festival while trying to brainstorm an idea for our class is proving to be a challenge. We'll have to divide up our time wisely to make sure everything goes well. Well, I don't have any clubs to worry about, so I'll devote my extra time to finding a good idea for us. You say that, but I get the feeling you're even busier than the rest of us. Well, it's true, but the things we can pull off with just the number of people we've got in Class 7 are kind of limited, huh? Personally, I'd like it if we did something music-related, but that might be too much of a stretch. It reminds me, Toa mentioned she was involved with some kind of concert for last year's festival. Maybe she'll have good ideas for us when I go see her tomorrow evening. You didn't even say anything to him, Marine. That wasn't very nice. The idea of an academy holding its own festival is pretty new to me. We did have seasonal festivals in Nord, though, so maybe it's like those. I don't doubt that coming together to put a festival that everyone in the school can enjoy will be a lot of fun. Now we just need to think of something our class can do for it. I love how you all have answers that say nothing. I'm certain my brother has much on his mind, but shaming him through our lack of creativity simply isn't an option. We must come up with an idea befitting our class and status. Wow, he's actually serious about this. And up we go to the girls' dorms, because that's not creepy. I wonder if our instructor is here. There is no Sarah Valentine. Hey, Milliam. People keep telling me that the festivals are all about the good stalls. I wonder what kind of tasty stuff they'll have. Well, there's nothing wrong with being excited for them, but we should probably focus on an idea for our class right now. I know. She's always so sing-songy, isn't she? I guess I'll go straight to bed tonight. It's easier to come up with ideas when you're well rested. That's true. But that raises the question, with all those naps you take, how are you always so tired? Years of experience. Oh, right, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. I'll try to ask my classmates about their festival plans later, but Ferris is an upper-class student, and the other two are second years. So I'm sure they've got something amazing up their sleeves. Who wants to bet their answers are only going to be depress me? That's a fair point. Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of options either. Still, I'm sure we'll come up with something that we can really be proud of. Yeah, you're right about that. What's wrong, Emma? Oh, sorry. I guess I've been feeling rather out of it lately. Maybe it's because I've been so focused on coming up with ideas for the Literature Club's short story collection. You should take the chance to get some good rest tonight, then. And that's exactly what I intend to do. And finally, Laura. My club isn't meeting for practice tomorrow, so maybe I should spend the day pondering my ideas for the festival. I also made arrangements with Sharon to teach me, too. Oh, what are you planning to have her teach you? It's nothing too important. Don't worry about it. Yep, we are definitely spending a bonding point with her tomorrow, just to figure out what the hell she's talking about. Or maybe Sharon will tell us. Alright, there are 3 people in here. One of them is Salim, that we apparently have adopted. Huh, you've been coming around pretty often these days, huh? I guess you must really like whatever Sharon's been making for you. Yep, guess so. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. You've got your next field study and your practical exam coming up too, so the sooner you think of something, the better. If you really can't think of anything, you could always just post up your field study reports and call it a day. And win the award for the most boring event ever? Not on my watch. We'll only have a chance to enjoy the festival as first years after all. Ah, good. You do understand. Well, you are the de facto leader. The chairman stated that she has high hopes for the Academy Festival. Visitors will be coming from all different regions, so it should be quite stimulating for the economy, she says. Oh, Of course, she's also looking forward to your performance as well. I'm tingled with anticipation myself. Well, that's nice. Can I go walking around town? No, because they won't let me. Alright, Green. Go to your room. Should I call it a day? Yes. What time is it? It's half an hour left. Got plenty of time for tomorrow. We'll get through everything but the schoolhouse, I think. So we will hold off on the schoolhouse for next time. And I'll try not to be a goober and mute my mic, because I got this funny little button here. And you press it and it mutes, and then, you know, nobody can hear me and I'm in the middle of a sentence and it off, and then I turn it back on, and, you know, stuff happens like that. Hit it with my knee. Student Council tasks, September. Old Schoolhouse. Good Mr. Schwarzer, we have come to an amusing juncture at which, even were I to submit a blank request form, you would naturally assume my intent would be an investigation of the old schoolhouse. And so it is once again. Green, I have to ask you to do me a favor. I'll be in the training hall on the first floor of the gym. If you come prepared. Angelica Rockner. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. I'm thinking about making some food as a present for someone, but I don't know what to make. It's gotta be something that screams me, you know? I think I'll need someone's help to figure that out. If you've got a stomach of steel, come help me out. Meet me in the cafeteria in the student union. A request from Angelica. If she put it in directly, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with the orbital bike. But it says come prepared. Wonder what that's all about. Let's see, we got the usual letter from the principal, and the others a request to help making a dish. And then this evening I'm meeting Tella up in the computer room. Here's what she has to show, but I guess right now I should just focus on the tasks here. Well, we've got a nice fall day on our hands, and it looks like this weather is going to stick around for a while. My first free day since we switched back to the long-sleeved uniforms too. Better roll up these sleeves and get to work. You kept the long sleeves on all frickin' winter anyway. Yeah, let's go up and see Laura. And then we'll go see Angelica, because I think it's important to get that out of the way. And then the other one, we're just gonna get food poisoning, so it's no big deal. Nope, wrong one. Not Emma. Laura. Oh, are you planning on spending the day here? I am. The swimming club isn't meeting today, so I have free time. I spent the day improving myself while attempting to think up something for the festival. Improving yourself? What are you doing, push-ups in your room or something? Oops, well, you know, something along those lines. It's nothing of great importance, don't worry about it. Well, she says that, but... Would you mind if I joined you with your training then? Maybe a good match will help both of us think of something. Well, I suppose this is as good chance as any. Would you mind coming out on the highway with me, Green? Sure, I'll come along, but why? You'll find out soon enough. Just come. So it was that Green was dragged along without so much as an explanation. Before he knew it, he was standing with Laura on the highway east of Trista. Excellent, this seems like a fine spot. There's something I'd like your help with. Wait, what are we even doing out here? Now, I don't want to just jump to conclusions here, but if I didn't know any better, so you brought me out here to have a picnic. So, Reen, I'd like you to try this. Did you make it? I did. You see, Sharon's been teaching me the finer points of cooking lately. This seems like a good situation as any to have you judge my current progress. Huh. Never would expect you to take up an interest in cooking. You've got bandages all over your fingers too. That's at least proof that you've been going at it full force. Well, I am still a lady, even if I'm disciplining the sword first. Besides, I'm just approaching cooking as another part of my training. It doesn't hurt that it helps me be more ladylike. but that's neither here nor there right now. Just eat the food already. Alright, I won't say no to something you put your heart into. Rin began eating the food Laura prepared for him. So, how is it? I can't deny that it doesn't exactly look all that appetizing, but it is put my all into making it. It's really good. Honestly, this is on par with the meal Sharon makes for us. No, that can't be the case. When you go that overboard with a compliment, it comes off as insincere. Maybe so, but that doesn't change the fact that I meant it. Looking at the food, looking at your hands, I can tell how much care you put into it. And that care comes through in the taste. It really does. Well then, I'm glad you like it. Looks like I didn't even leave any leftovers. If you want undeniable proof it was great, well there you go. Seeing you enjoy the food I made was a nice feeling. I hadn't expected cooking would make me feel that way. Would you like to do this again sometime perhaps? Would I? Just name the time and place and I'll be there. Thank you? Oh, right. That meal should have given you plenty of energy, so let's move right along to our sparring. What? That is what you first thought I dragged you out here for, isn't it? Come, grab your sword and let's begin. After a rousing sparring session, Rin and Laura finally returned to the dorms. That was a rather enjoyable outing. I'll be sure to prepare something even better if we have the chance to do it again. Looking forward to it. Alright. Emma's upstairs. Everyone else is at the school. So, V, Eustace. Is that one for Milliam or for your Gaius? I don't know. Let's go see Fee first. Whoa, are these the flowers you planted? I didn't realize so many of them would bloom at the same time. Great job, Pete. You helped. I'm gonna give some of them out now. Huh, sounds like a good idea to me. Nothing wrong with showing off the fruits of your effort. Yep, I'm still thinking of stuff for the festival too. Thanks, but it's fine if you focus on this for now. Cheers. Need a hand with those? Sure. Let's start potting. I'm on it. We can help feed potter flowers. These flowers are really pretty. Did you ever find out what they're called? Edelcis are an herb. They're used for all kinds of remedies. Very practical. Huh, your old Jaeger Corp probably just got a lot of use out of them. Oh, one more thing. Apparently they symbolize familial love. Do you miss the others in the corpse? Kind of. I don't feel lonely though. I like it here. Glad to hear it. I never thought I'd be able to raise these. I didn't understand what Edel meant by giving them love at all. I don't think that's the case. In fact, I think you're the only person who could have raised them so well. You spent plenty of time with all of us by this point. We're almost like a family of our own, and I know you care about us. Maybe you're right. How wonderful! Both Fee's chest hugged her tightly. Fee, as head of the gardening club, there's not a thing in the world that could make me happier. Now you should go spread your love by delivering your flowers to everyone. Can't breathe. Can't say I ever wanted to trade places with Fee before now. I'm really happy for her though. God, what a perv. Just like, yeah, I'd totally love to be stuck there. Well, Laura is one of her best friends. Okay, Emma and Alyssa? Once they finished, Fee handed the last one to Reen, and they returned to the gardening club. Rush. Cool. Alright, Fee. Thanks, Reen. Laura, Sarah, and Beatrix all seem happy. Of course they were. I'll take good care of mine, too. I hope you'll raise more flowers as nice as these. Will do. Alright. Let's go. I think I have... Oh, I have 2 more bonding points. Okay, so we will go see... I think it's Millium? I need to play some catch-up on Millium's bonding. No, it's not Millium, is it? Millium, how could you? I was just about to put the finishing touches on these cookies. You know, you shouldn't even bother with all that icky love potion stuff. They're way tastier this way. Yeah, it's not. It's Gaius. Not a huge fan of Gaius in combat, so I don't really need him to have his bonding very high. Plus, I've been working with him since the beginning, so our bonding's already kind of high. How's it going, Reen? Come up with any good ideas yet? I haven't had much luck myself, so I came up here hoping inspiration would find its way into my head. Same here, really. Looks like Tao has a care package of inspiration ready to show us, though. Well, knowing her, I'm sure whatever she's got in mind will be a big help. Oh, by the way, the wind orchestra decided we're going to hold the music classes at the festival. Huh, that sounds like a good idea, actually. I'm hoping it'll be a good way to get more people into music. I'll be helping the club out with classes as much as I can. Should I hang out with Elliot for a while? Yes. Well, I've got some time before I'm supposed to meet up with Tawa. Mind if I hang out here with you? Haha, no problemo. Oh yeah, you know I mentioned Toa had an idea about what we could do for the festival? Based on what she said yesterday, you might end up with the biggest part. Seriously? I wonder what it could be. I guess we won't know until I ask her. One way or another, we need to decide on something tonight. Yeah, fingers crossed. With all the excitement right now, Taurus hardly feels like an academy. There's an entire month to go, but the festival is the only thing on everyone's mind. It's wild. Even the upperclassmen are taking initiative. They're working with their own 2 hands, too. I don't think there's too many academies like this one. I'm with you there. Hey, I know this might not be the right time, but... You know, I was pretty upset that I couldn't attend the music academy at first. But I'm over it, thanks to you guys. I'm glad that I was able to attend Zora's. I feel the same way. It's been half a year now, let's see if we can top it with the second half. Definitely. But before we worry about that, we've got to figure out our plans for the festival. Oh yeah, that probably takes priority. On another note, you have your violin on you, right? Do you mind playing it for a bit? Sure. Maybe a little music will inspire us to come up with something great. How was that? I'd love for all of our classmates to hear me play someday. Oh, don't worry, they will. Let's see. Now, is that an Alyssa thing or a useless thing? Because I'm pretty sure it's a useless thing. I'm almost positive that's a useless thing. Alyssa, I've heard rumors that your class has yet to decide on what to do for the festival. Come now, are you even trying? We in Class 1 have already locked in our concept and planned out the rehearsal schedules. I can't exactly deny that, but just you watch. We're gonna come up with something so great it'll move you to tears. Oh, I certainly looking forward to seeing that with my handkerchief at the ready. Yep, it's a useless thing. I don't really care for uses. So, or Macius. Alright. Guess we're gonna go hang out with the instructor. Are you already drinking at this time of day? Yeah. I'm just in the mood for a quiet drink today. That's odd. Never mind me. You should worry more about coming up with some brilliant idea for the festival. Me and my drink will be waiting right here for the good news. Hey, mind if I join you? Maybe kicking back here for a little while will help me come up with a good idea. Haha, be my guest. Just take a seat beside me. I'll get you something to drink. She really does seem off today. I wonder what happened. Here you go. Who's that glass for? An old comrade in arms. Today's the anniversary of their death. Ah. It's been years now, but once a year I like to buy him a drink. Or comrade in arms. It's kind of a weird word for a bracer to use, isn't it? Curious about my past, I take it? A little. I'm not gonna ask you about it, though. You've never even brought this up before. It'd be wrong to just ask you about it. Besides, it probably deals with things that are way over my head as it is. That's why you've stayed quiet about it until now, isn't it? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested, but to be honest, I'm still a student. There's so much that I have to learn, so much that I still don't understand. One day, though, when the lessons that I've learned and the things I experienced allow me to stand as your equal, then I'll ask you to tell me about your past. Hey, how you doing? Wolfman? I'm not sure if you're still there or if Twitch hasn't updated yet. It's been having a really hard time keeping up with viewers lately. That sounds awfully grown up of you. Who knows, maybe in a few years you'll even mature into my kind of man. Well, you are teaching me, so you never know. Gives me something to look forward to. I'm actually fairly well. Welcome to the stream. Have you played any of the Legend of Heroes games at all? Well, that's enough sentimentality for one day. That glass is all yours if you want it. Is encouraging underage people to drink a hobby of yours or something? Lighten up, I'm just joking. Alright. Not a huge fan of any of my other classmates, so I wasted that bonding point on her. Map. Let's go to the gymnasium so we can... We've never played them? Fantastic games. This one's probably this is Trials of Cold Steel. This is probably the easiest to play, I want to say, out of them. But if you want to start the story from the beginning, then start with Trials of the Sky. But both games are fantastic. It's very story-driven, so there's a lot more talking than action, but it's kind of the type of game I like playing anyway.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Good morning, Angelica.
And some of it's voiced.
I saw you'd placed a request for me. I'm assuming this one isn't on behalf of the engineering club?
Yeah, this one's a personal favor. Anyway, I hate beating around the bush, so let me get to the point. Will you spar with me?
You want to fight?
Don't look so surprised. This is a military academy after all. I enjoy the martial arts as much as anyone. It's not like I spend all my time on the prowl for beautiful maidens to deflower.
Is that really something you should be fessing up to? Still, this feels so out of the blue. Did something happen?
You're overthinking it. It's just that it's been a while since I got any good exercise. No need to make a big deal out of it. Just think of it as a fun way to kill some time. So, you in?
Wonder if this is actually gonna let me fight, or is it just gonna...
Alright, I'm game for it.
Is it just gonna force
Much
dialogue?
obliged. Well, let's not waste any more fighting time talking.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a real fight.
Your stance is...
Don't think of holding back on me now. Though I'm a bit rusty, so I don't know how much of a fight I'll put up.
You wouldn't know it just looking at her. Her guard seems flawless. If I leave any openings, she's going to run me into the ground. No worries. I'm planning to give you everything I've got.
That's what I want to hear. Well then, come at me. Let's see what you're
it is a
made
real
of.
battle.
My turn.
Alright. Well, first attack, I'm gonna have pretty decent power on, so let's go ahead and smack that.
How about this? How about this?
Dang. He might win just for that.
My turn.
Alright, let's just end it.
Flames, gather on my blade!
Not bad. Guess there's no need to hold back.
Here we go!
My turn. Go!
How about this?
Here we go! There! Here we go!
Not a bad workout.
Wasn't too bad.
Okay, it's safe for now.
I'm surprised that was a real fight. A lot of times they'll set up a fight, and it'll just be an animation or something.
I did it.
Didn't even really break a sweat doing it, though, dude.
I should have expected a swordsman of the 8 Leaves One Blade School wouldn't go down so easily. If I'd been keeping up with my training, I could have given you a stiffer challenge.
If you hadn't just told me, I wouldn't have guessed you'd skipped a single day of your training. In fact, you're actually even stronger than I expected you'd be.
I'm still just a fledgling. Got a long way to go before I can really serve up an A+ beatdown. I'm nowhere near as strong as Instructor Sarah, and my old master was pretty amazing herself.
Oh, believe me, I felt plenty of skill and training in every punch you landed. By the way, your fighting style reminded me a lot of the Eastern martial art Taito. Are you a practitioner by any chance?
I should have guessed you'd be familiar with it. Around 7 years ago, I met a lady from the East who was traveling around the Empire. I kinda ran away from home and followed her around for about half a year, and she taught me Taito. I've mixed in a bit of my own flavor over time, though. Good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Even now, I still find it hard to believe you're from one of the 4 great houses.
Aren't you the flatterer? You're gonna make me blush.
That wasn't flattery.
Well, we might not be as tangled up as Eustace's family, but House Ragnar has its fair share of issues. Guess that's why my rebellious teenage impudence has hung on so long. Even now, there are still some family affairs I worry about.
What kinds of things?
It'd probably be better if I kept it to myself. At least for now. Anyway, I'm lucky to have met Toa, Crow, and George, and then some cool first years like you guys. I'm glad I came to Thor's. Right now, in my life, you guys are all I need.
Angelica.
But hey, it's nice to know I can still hold my own in a fight. At least I know that if worse comes to worse,
I should be able to keep Toa and the others safe. And knowing that is enough to have made this all worthwhile. Thanks, Rean.
You're welcome. Glad to finally be able to help you out for a change. And besides, it sounds like some good ideas for what Class 7 can do for the festival might just be coming my way.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. And yeah, I hear you'll be spending some alone time with Toa this evening,
What?
Oh, there's no need to be embarrassed. It's just that Toa might be perfectly professional when it comes to work, but she's more than a little inexperienced when it comes to the menfolk. So promise me you'll be gentle with her, okay? Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I wanted to give you this for helping me out.
She set this whole thing up just to tease him.
Anyway, see you around. I'll let you know when I'm ready for round 2.
Yeah, we'll knock you on your butt. It's fine.
She really is one of a kind. Oh well, I guess I should be going too.
So Wrath, what does Wrath do? Let's see. I might already have a Wrath, actually. Oh, I can't equip it there. It's a green, so it's... Do I have a Wrath already? No, I do not. Counters attack after evading. Always deal critical damage. That's not bad. Right. Coming right up on... I thought I was going to have time to do both of the quests, but I don't think I will. So we're going to go to the Student Union building. This is where the next quest is. I think. Yes, it's right there. And I think we're going to call it a day here. We've only got a couple of minutes left. Save the game as always. And exit out of here. Now, let's see. Is there anybody on worth rating at the moment? And that answer is not at the moment. No. So maybe next time? I'd like to thank Dorian for showing up. Another viewer? I don't know, I think some of these are bots, and I'm just like, you know, what do you do with that? You know? Because my list shows a bunch of people, but none of them are showing up on views, so it might be bots, I don't know. Either way, I will be back probably tomorrow. I'm looking at playing some Story of Seasons. I think that would be fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some other game on. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I'm going to try and be on tomorrow at 7. It will be a 2-hour stream probably. And I will see y'all then. So you have a nice day. Adios.